watching this video to give a timeless message, create a temporary energetic cord between myself and anyone that may be watching, just for the duration of this video, for this collective. Okay, so welcome to my subscribers. I'm going to try and post fairly regularly. This is just going to be a short little reading for, let's do, hang on, let me just see what I'm called to do for the collective. What needs healing, what needs to be released. I think, I don't agree with the term healing really, because I think it's all emotions are valid. We shouldn't say that one is more valid than another. We're here to experience all different sorts of emotions. We are souls having a human experience, but maybe there's something in your experience of reality as it is now that isn't serving you, that perhaps you've outgrown, perhaps there's something you need to leave in the past. We have just had a new moon, it's a new beginning. I'm called to think of like what it is that you might need to leave or have some distance from, or okay, you get what I mean. So that's going to be the topic. I'm going to use different decks, including one of my oldest decks. Look, I love this. It's so old. It's like falling apart. Anyway, yeah. I used that like 18 years ago when I was tarot reading. Okay, so let's go. Let's start this. So I don't want to take cards that fly out. So Spirit, what is a message for this collective, for my wonderful subscribers, for anyone who comes across this reading? Oh wow. Okay, quite a strong message coming through already here. So we have the Devil. We have the Nine of, getting used to this whole setup. The Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like there's some situation in your life that is a bit toxic, that is a cycle that you keep repeating. It could be relating to a person. The Devil card is traditionally the darker side of the Lovers card. You can see the Lovers here. It might be that you're tied into a karmic relationship or a karmic situation, and it's something that causes you to feel like you have to have your guard up, you're defensive, you're shutting people out. It's not an open and expansive situation. It's something that makes you feel trapped. It could be that what you need to kind of leave behind and release is this idea of putting up boundaries because of some past trauma you've had. But I see this somehow as a situation that has made you closed off. Because I see that there's this new opportunity, there's these new things coming in for you, but you're kind of like blocking them out because you're so tied in with this very addictive thing that's very hard to get away from. And it totally makes sense. This is a very addictive energy. In a lot of ways it's very powerful. An encounter with the Devil card, and this is Capricorn energy, but I don't get too hung up on that because it's much more important the energies than star signs. But in case anyone is interested, I know it's quite trendy to like say all that information. Of course, tarot and astrology are very linked. But back to the point, I was channeling something. I never remember what I say when I'm channeling. Yeah, I just feel like there's something that is very defensive. Oh yeah, no, that was it. Sorry, thank you. I'm being reminded because I'm clairaudient, I can hear. Right, this is it's like a numinous encounter. So an encounter with darkness, with the depths of our psyche, with all of the aspects of ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge that we have, but nonetheless are within us. The shadow, the id, whatever you want to call it. Humanity's darkness, our collective shadow, our collective trauma. Dealing with those energies is really powerful, and it is where you get your transformations from. and it's extremely addictive because it's extremely powerful energy. So of course it's easy and seductive to stay in that energy, but there's something here that is making you feel trapped, and that's not good. And that's your body's energy of telling you it's not good. Your body is a compass. A healer who I love, who's an old friend of mine, who I will get on this channel, because I want this to be like a collaborative channel where I bring in some great people. But she always says that what you feel in your body, that's your guidance. So if it's light and makes you feel happy, that's an indication that that's good, that's for your highest potential. If it's something that makes you feel heavy and dark, that's a lie, basically. So go towards the things that make you feel light and joyous. But this situation is making you feel trapped, so you'll know what it is. Let's just get some further clarification though. What do they need to release here? That's so interesting. See how I love using multiple decks, because you get the same cards coming out, and this always happens in my readings, and it's just Spirit's way of, like, for me, I know that it's to tell me I'm like connecting into the right energies. But yeah, there is definitely something coming in with you with an offer. It could be that there's something here to do with someone not offering you enough, because it's like a very small offer, but you keep going back to it because somehow you feel like you owe them something, or like you're bound to it. So someone maybe isn't offering you enough. That's just for some of you. And then here we have something to do with bad communication. We have the 8 of Wands here. It came reversed. And again, I feel like this is just further clarification of the 9 of Wands, of this idea of like a lot of blocks here in communication, or in shutting yourself off. It's like you're having to shut yourself off and block yourself out from things that could be good for you. With the 7 of Pentacles here, I have to say that Capricorn and Earth's energy, for those who are into tarot, is heavily represented with the Devil and then these Pentacles here. Yeah. So could be that there's someone with that energy, or you could be, or it could mean something to you. But with these 7 of Pentacles, this is something that you've been doing for a very long time. You've invested in it, but has your investment worn off, or are you putting a lot of effort in and getting a little, not very much back? There's something unbalanced here that I'm reading these cards like that. I'm intuitive, so I read things my way. If it resonates, stick around on my channel. If not, there are lots of other readers, obviously. Let me see if anything comes. I usually like my cards to flip out, but these cards are so old that they shuffle really strangely. Oh, but there we go. 4 of Swords. Okay, that's a clear indication that you guys need to meditate. You need to be calm. You need to make decisions from a place of feeling calm and stable and in your power and not defensive. You need to relax. You need to just sit, and the answers will come to you. Ask the universe, what is it that I need to know? You'll start seeing things differently. You'll start thinking things coming to you. Look for signs, trust signs. Trust that the answers you need will be there and provided for you should you want them. But yes, you're being called here to just take some time to rest. There could be a kind of temporary block in a relationship, but it's necessary for healing. If that's where you are, try to not feel defensive about it. Try to not be obsessive about it, and try to see the potentials around you that you may be ignoring because you're so fixated on that. So I'm getting a few different messages. Obviously, it's a general reading. Let's see if there's any oracle cards now. I'm not called to use my own deck today. It's a very different healing energy. It's quite like, this is a light reading. I don't want to get too in depth because I need to just do a quick reading because I've got hundreds of things I need to do today. But I really wanted to, especially because I know some of my Etsy clients have subscribed, and I love to be able to give some free content there in support of everyone who supported me with my business on Etsy, which has been like going really well, and I'm really thankful for all of my clients, sending you lots of love. Here we have the ever unfolding rose. It's happening for you, not to you, cracked open. So that's a message that everything that is happening, and I believe this, is for a purpose, that you may be learning some cosmic sort of lessons at the moment. There might be some cycles that you're going through. Once you do learn those lessons, you will stop repeating them. So if there's something that you keep repeating, and you want to break the cycle, look at what the pattern is to do with your past your past patterns. Like, is this something you've repeated with other people, with other situations? If so, this is a karmic thing that you need to learn from, and I've had to do this recently, and it's so powerful and freeing when you get to that place of doing that. So I do a really great for my clients, and some of you have probably already done it, like the release full moon ritual. I will do that on the next full moon, which I think is the first or the second on this channel, so that we can release and get rid of these karmic cycles, because I'm being called that could be a really nice thing to do for this collective. If you've worked with me before, you'll know the thing I'm talking about. I'll try and like put a new twist on it, in case you have done it before, but you know, it's good to repeat it even if you have, especially if you enjoyed it. Final message, and then I'm going to do a pendulum for you guys to see a yes or no to anything that you might be thinking of. Oh, okay, here, strong message. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. We have just had a new moon. It was in Virgo, but you know, new moon could be significant here. Also, Scorpio could be significant to somebody. Is there something to do with your past with a Scorpio that is a pattern that is not healthy, that you need to release? Either way, Scorpio energy is about release and rebirth. It's about stripping away, and it's about breaking free. So there could be someone you need to break free from. There could be a pattern you need to break free from. It's just backing up the message. Now, okay, what I want you guys to do, if a question has come up with this reading and you want to know a yes or a no about anything that has been brought up from this, I'm going to do a pendulum for you now and give a yes, a no, or a maybe. And so I'll just give you a second. So I want you to think of a question that can be answered with a yes, no, or a maybe, and then we'll see. And of course, this may not resonate with everyone, because pendulum, I used to do it on my Etsy, but I don't do it anymore because energies can change and shift so much, and a yes no question is not very specific, and I like to be really specific in my personal readings. If you've had one, they are not like this. They're very personal and specific, but nevertheless, this is a general reading, and I thought it would be fun. So just take this bit as a bit of fun. You know, all of this stuff, I have to say, is for entertainment only. I obviously believe it though, but you need to trust your own intuition, and you shouldn't make life decisions based on any reading, really. It should only be if it backs up your own intuition, and that's something we're going to develop on this channel together. So that being said, I'd like you guys to think of a yes, no, or maybe question now. So pendulum, I'm just going to get the pendulum. This is not your answer yet. I just want it to show me yes and no. So can you show me yes for today, please? So that's going in a clockwise direction for me. And then can you show me no, pendulum, please? Show me no. That's anti-clockwise, and that's usually the way that I would read it. So now, can you get into the collective energy of everyone watching, and give us a yes or no based on the kind of average between everyone. So the highest kind of energetic average between everyone watching, a yes or a no for their question, please, pendulum. A yes or no. So I'm getting that as a very, very clear yes. So you may have, and that is a clear yes. So whatever it was you were asking, the answer is yes, but please, you know, take that bit as just extra confirmation for your own intuition. So that's everything I have time for. I'm going to sever now any kind of temporary cords that were put in place for this reading, sending everyone a lot of love and light, restoring the auric fields, giving everyone a boost of energy for this beautiful sunny in England day, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful day, and lots of love to you.